It's time for the Mike Norvell Show, presented by AutoZone. Get in the zone. AutoZone. The show is supported by the Tennessee Lottery, Jack Pirtle's Chicken, and by the Mid-South Chevy Dealers.
Welcome in, everybody. Let me shake the hand of the first Memphis coach in a debut season to win 2 games, start 2-0 since 1916. That's what I love about this job. Every day there's a new record every week.
Well, you know, yesterday was a great day. It was a great day for our program, a great day for our team. You know, we've talked a lot about coming out and getting off to a fast start, and I've really been pleased with the way that guys have prepared for games, and you know, to go out yesterday and win a game in dominant fashion. It was a fun experience.
Dominant for sure. And before the game even began, you said to me, I want us to be a team that's going to attack and a lot of turnovers. And boy, you got 6. I can't remember the last time I saw +6 in a game.
Well, that was a huge key for us in the bye week. You know, game 1, we turned the ball over a few times offensively. We didn't get the ball back on defensively like we'd want to, and so that was a huge focus. And to come out and to be +6, to be 100% ball security on offense, to get 6 takeaways on defense, that's who we want to be as a football team.
And then the other thing during the bye week, you really wanted to focus on fundamentals and get the running game going. Over 200 yards against Kansas, and a lot of different guys involved.
Yeah, I mean, I thought offensively we did a great job. That was a big area of improvement we needed to see, and I thought the pad level of the guys up front, you know, they really took that to heart and focused on those fundamentals. And I thought we were able to create movement and really dominated the line of scrimmage in the run game. And you know, with the backs that we have, you know, we were able to play quite a few guys, and you saw some explosive runs, some guys that forced the defense to miss tackles, and I was really pleased with what I saw from our running game.
A lot of people will tell you the best improvement is week 1 to week 2, and this was pretty dominant against a team from the Big 12, from the Power 5 Kansas. Do you think you made the kind of improvements you wanted to?
Well, we definitely made strides. But like I told the guys after the game, you sit there and you win a game 43-7, and to sit in that locker room and know there's still so much that we have to improve on. It's not a 2-game season. You know, nobody came in and said, hey, let's just get to 2-0 and we'll be fine. No, every week we need to improve. Every week we have to get better. And so that was one of the best things about yesterday is when we're sitting in that locker room after a game, I see the team that's hungry to get better, and they understand that you know defensively played an outstanding game, but we still gave up an explosive play that we know that we should be able to get down, and so our guys are ready to go back to work.
A lot of big plays on the offensive side too. Can't wait to look at all the highlights. That's what's coming up next on the program. You'll get the first and then the second half highlights. You're going to like them both. Then the Mid-South Chevy Dealers Inside Access is all about leadership, the older guys teaching the younger ones. And then the AutoZone road ahead. We got a night game next Saturday night. Bowling Green will be in town. But the first half is something you're going to enjoy.
The Mike Norvell Show.
Not sure I've ever seen a week 2 with a bye. So everybody is chomping at the bits to get this thing going after you'd knocked off SEMO. And let's face it, Kansas, Big 12, little revenge. Unfortunately, threat of rain, crowd wasn't quite as big as SEMO, but it was a good and a vocal crowd.
Oh, no question. I thought the atmosphere once again was incredible. You know, the Tiger Walk. You know, our guys were ready to play, and you know, we came out and we talked about wanting to start fast, and you know, we're able to have a couple explosive plays early. You know, great run here by Darrell Henderson, Anthony Miller, the play before. You know, that's something that we want to really hang our hat on, is be able to come out and start fast within the game. You know, here we have a little breakdown. Probably held the ball just a tad too long, but you know, great effort by Tate being able to get back on the ball, and then.
And that never happens.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that we got to continue to work on. But you know, we missed opportunity with some points there. But really thought the defense did a great job of coming back out, responding, and getting us off to that fast start defensively, forcing a 3-and-out, and which sets up the big one-play touchdown, 84-yard touchdown here to Anthony Miller. Does a great job in the open field attacking the defender. And you know, we talk to guys, you get the ball in your hand, man, go finish it in the end zone. And really pleased with seeing that explosiveness and the capability of what he can do.
How about those moves? 84 yards and then the big play, the hit. Michael Edwards, he had 2 fumble recoveries on the day.
But I thought that play, Jannard Avery, you look at the stat line, and he probably doesn't show up. The impact he had yesterday was incredible, and I mean, a lot of big plays, really forced a lot of pressure on Kansas and their offensive backfield. I thought Jannard played a great game. Obviously, you have to get in the takeaway, getting down there, being able to put more points on the board, jumping out to an early lead. And then once again, Kansas drove the ball down the field, critical situation, get in the red zone, and your defense comes up with another big play.
I love this kid, Jonathan Cook. He is one heck of a hitter, and you can see he can move. And right back to work on offense. Look at Riley go. I wish he'd slid a little bit quicker.
Yeah. We got to continue to work with Riley on his running after he gets there on the perimeter. But once again, we want every drive we want to end with a kick. And if it's kicking, we obviously want kicking extra points. If it's field goals, and then even worst case scenario, as long as we're punting, we want to make sure we're owning the football and putting our guys in a great position to be successful.
Arthur Moulette's so fundamentally good, and here's the Mid-South Chevy dealer's drive of the game. Starts with the pass. There's a lot of balance. Just a little dump play. And you know what? Everybody knows what they're doing. This is Jelon Oglesby. Didn't even play in the first game.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing that I've been really pleased offensively is just with the number of guys that you're seeing make an impact. Jalen Oglesby. You had the play before. We were able to get the ball out to our tight ends. A lot of multiple guys making impacts. You have Patrick Taylor at the big run, and then what a great effort here by Dorland Dorcius. Getting the ball in the end zone, finishing the play in a dominant position, and that was a big play in the game for us.
The 14th touchdown already of his career. Defense holds, and here you go. This is a little different look. It's not Anthony Miller. This is John Pop Williams, and he nearly popped it, Coach.
Yeah, Pop. Another true freshman. He's a guy that I thought played an exceptional game in special teams. Was able to help us offensively. Didn't show up in the stat line, but I thought that was a big return. Obviously, got us going, and it's great to see the special teams unit coming out and making some great plays.
There's the good read, and getting ever closer, and you're using all kinds of different players in this stuff, and the perfect pass. Phillip Mayhew, what a fade route, what a touch pass, 26-7.
Yeah, Phil's a guy that, I love his leadership. I love the way he comes to work every day. It's great seeing him have some success with the touchdown and a couple big catches. He's a guy that's definitely a leader for our team. And then defense comes back out, gets another big takeaway. I love the aggressiveness. You see 11 hats going to the ball. Really impressive with the way that those guys are playing and the way the scheme that Coach Ball is putting into place for them. Patrick Taylor, followed up, week 1 with, got a little bit more playing time this week, and just continuing to establish himself as a guy that we can count on, and we're excited about what his future holds and his continued growth within our offense and as a Memphis Tiger. So,
for the first time, you've really sputtered.
Yep.
You got down to the 13. I've never seen this. 49 yards. You're backed up.
This was a play of the game, and
we
had this. Our offensive series didn't end the way that we wanted. Special teams, we had a little mistake that we can have, but we always talk about how are we going to respond to adversity. Our defense comes out in one play, once again, constant pressure by Jannard Avery and forcing a bad pass. And once Jonathan Wilson got in the ball in his hands, he looks like a tailback out there running, doesn't he?
He's 265 pounds. How did he do that?
Very impressive young man. I was really pleased with him and the way that he's come in and been a part of our program and made such an early impact.
Well, that was probably the play of the game, Coach, because if they come down and score, it's 26-14. Your lead is only 12 instead. My goodness, 33-7 at the break, and you got 111 yards on the ground, balanced with 147 passes, and then you got the turnovers, 4 of them, and you almost got points off each one of them.
And that's something we talk big on, and I was really pleased with our effort that we had in the first half. The four takeaways. You're going to put yourself in a great position, and I like the energy. I like how we started. That's back-to-back weeks where we've come out and started the game fast.
And the good news is you got something to talk about because it could have been a 12-point game, so you got plenty to teach in the locker room. Second half, you're going to like that too. Those highlights come your way in just a minute.
The Mike Norvell Show.
Welcome back in. So you're up comfortably now. What do you say at the intermission?
Oh, we talk about finishing. You know, we started off the game. We said we wanted 60 minutes of violence. You know, you play a Power 5 opponent. A lot of excitement going into the game, and it's about who goes and out hits who. And we played a great first 30 minutes, but there's things we could still build on. And y'all wanted to see our team go out there and finish the game.
And your defense was perfect in the second half. I thought you also wanted to pound the ball on the ground a little bit more. You got 205 yards rushing, so we know that you were capable of doing that, and you did it. And again, more pressure, and they tried all kinds of different quarterbacks, from Montel Cozart, who's the athlete, to Ryan Willis, who is really a pretty good passer, but he couldn't get out of the way.
Ernest Settles is a guy that's really playing at a high level. I like his energy, like what he's bringing to our defense, and doing a great job for us. And so I thought our defense tackled really well throughout the game. That was something that we're continuing to improve on. We continue to harp on the fundamentals and what we need to do to be successful. Defense came out, got a quick stop. Offense was able to move the ball back down the field, and I just really like the flow of how we were operating. Right here, Riley, this is another thing we can teach and learn from. Get outside the pocket. Let's go ahead and throw the ball away. Not take the loss there. Keep us in field position. This is something that I thought was key throughout the game. We had a couple of fourth down situations. Our fourth and short. Defense was playing dominant, but we wanted to win the field position battle. So I thought Nick Jacobs came in and did a tremendous job of pinning them down, always forcing them in bad situations and making them have to drive the field. And I thought being able to control the field position was a huge part of this game, and the defense really stepped up and played well.
They talk about thunder and lightning with running backs, the power guy, the fast guy. You've got that sort of thing with punters. Smith, the long one, and Jacobs, every one of his punts has been successful inside the 20, which is what you bring him in for. And here's more pressure. They can't do anything with that defense.
I love seeing just the guys flying around. We're able to mix up our pressure packages, and really we want to attack, but still be able to do that with minimal risk of the big play. We have to be able to tackle in space. You got to have big hits when the ball does come out, and I thought our guys did a great job of that. Once again, Patrick Taylor, you see him in there with big runs, explosive runs. I love. Right there, just cutting the inside shoulder, getting an extra 5 yards, there on the perimeter, and once again, this is something we have to improve on. We're pounding, trying to take a shot, get the ball, down the field, and we got to really shore up a little bit of the things in our protections. And I think I like where our guys are at. I like what we're doing, but there Jake comes in and finishes off the drive with a big field goal.
That's a 50-yarder, and folks, that's the 9th one of his career from at least 50. That says something about the Groza candidate. And once again, poor Kansas, you almost feel sorry for them here. They just can't get anything on track. Your defense is everywhere.
And I think you see the last few plays. The defensive line, Jonathan Wilson, the last 2 plays, is playing 3 yards in the backfield of Kansas. And if you're able to do that, you got an opportunity to be very successful. Here's Tony Pollard. I tell you, I can't say enough great things about Tony. Week 1 was probably our top special teams player with big returns, block punt. Gets in here at offense and tailback, and does a phenomenal job. We just kept feeding him the ball, giving him his opportunity, and first college touchdown, shoeless, which I was quite impressed with.
Shoeless.
Tony Pollard.
It's got a nice little ring to it. I like it a whole lot. You're playing a lot of seconds and thirds, and you pointed out to me the only senior on your offense is Daniel Montiel.
Yeah, and that's something we knew coming into this season. We got a lot of new faces offensively, and so there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve, and especially a new scheme and where we're at. I like the way the guys are growing, but we know it's going to be a constant battle for us moving forward. But seeing a lot of these young faces playing, it's quite impressive.
And you got Jason Stewart to get into the game. I know that was something he appreciated, and there you are, 2-0 to begin your career here. And look at those numbers, the 205. I know that puts a smile on your face. That was emphasized. Almost 400 yards. You gave up only 315 in those 6 turnovers. I don't know that we'll see very many +6 when you don't have a turnover and you get 6 of them.
We plan on continuing to work to get those. It makes it a lot more fun when you're out there on Saturday. But I thought Riley played a solid game. You can see the passing numbers. Probably had a few missed opportunities, but really we're able to establish a run. Anthony Miller responds with another big game. Was over 100 in game game one. Here had another very impactful game. And then Jonathan Wilson, we talked about the true freshman. Interception return for a touchdown. I thought he did a tremendous job, and it was just the beginning of a very bright future as a Tiger.
Well, and he didn't even get here for the very beginning of fall camp, right?
No,
he was a late arrival?
Yeah, he was about a week after. I think we were maybe having media day when I first got the call about him.
I do remember. You'll know in a couple of weeks, you said.
That's exactly right. And so I'm glad we were able to see him have success early.
That was a great call to get, that is for sure. Coming up, Inside Access. The leaders on this team, they're doing just that. You'll see in a minute.
The Mike Norvell Show.
This week, our Inside Access is all about the veterans on this football team, teaching all the young guys about what it's like to have a winning culture.
The guys that came before us, they showed us a lot of ways to win, and we just kept it going. So all we have to do is keep showing the young guys how to keep working, keep grinding, and the blueprint of winning.
You just got to show them, you work hard, and you set a goal in mind, and you can do it. And once they buy into our program, we'll be good.
Well, the best way to do is by showing, by putting in work. As being a veteran player, you have to do things that much better because you have the next line under you watching. So, and I take that personally by putting in work and, not skipping reps and giving my all. So, as well as talking about it, I show it as well.
Before, even the games we lost, they were always close. So we had to figure out ourselves, like, what is it that was missing? So just being in the summer workouts and just learning that this is what we need to do. It's the little things that matter to cause us to keep winning. So
Memphis always has a chip on their shoulder. They always have a chip on our shoulder, but we always work hard. So from seniority to junior to sophomore, everybody's going to get that type of tradition. So
it's really important for us seniors and juniors and just anybody that's been here for past 4 to 3 years to just make sure these young guys come in, understand that this is Memphis and we grind every day, and that we're willing to do anything it takes to never go back to where we used to be.
That's crucial. They look up to you and everything that you do. So just the way you approach every day, you got to make sure that you're setting a good example and being a role model for those younger guys.
I absolutely love the articulation by these guys, and I know you're happy to have them.
Most definitely. And, leadership's something we talk about a ton within our program. And, when you think about a leader, everybody thinks about a great speech. And, our guys, they can communicate what we're trying to do and where we're trying to go. But the motto within our program is show me. And that's the biggest thing that we try to emphasize, is that not just on the field or not just in the weight room, but what are we doing daily to show our actions, to show that we're worthy of being a leader. And that's something that that as a coaching staff we have to do. We have to illustrate that to our players daily to go to where we want to go. What is it going to take? And so I've been really pleased with the older guys within our program, but then even the young guys. Drew Kaiser is a sophomore that I think is a remarkable young man, but he is a leader on our team. So age doesn't necessarily matter. It's about the results.
And coming up, the road ahead, it's Saturday night, Bowling Green. These leaders will be put to the test again. The AutoZone road ahead Saturday night. It's a 7 o'clock kick. Bowling Green 1-2 on the year, Coach.
Going in this game, we know it's another great opportunity. It's the next step. We got another quality opponent coming in. We have to continue to work to be the best we can be for this week and maximizing this step.
So far, so good. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you Saturday night at the Liberty Bowl and right back here Sunday night.
Thank you for watching the Mike Norvell Show, presented by AutoZone. Get in the zone. AutoZone. The show is supported by the Tennessee Lottery, Jack Pirtle's Chicken, and by the Mid-South Chevy Dealers.